Hi, my name's Simon from Motordrome. Today we're going to take a walk around and a drive off this 2001 Land Rover Defender 90 TD5 Tomb Raider edition that you can see lurking behind me. One walk around video, one driving video, plus a bit of engine running action at the end of both of them. Hope you like them. Okay, let's have a look around this 2001 on a 51 plate Land Rover Defender 90 TD5 Tomb Raider edition. As always with the Tomb Raiders, it's finished in Bernati grey, and it is a proper Tomb Raider rather than looky-likey. It does say Tomb Raider on the V5, and it has got all the special Tomb Raider parts. Very original actually. Has seen a bit of life. There's a few dinks and dents here and there because it's been a London car pretty much all its life. Just came in part exchange to us because the previous owners, obviously with the ULEZ coming in London, they didn't fancy paying the £12 a day charge or whatever it was for it, but it seems to have been in one family for a number of years in London. As I say, finished in Bernati grey as they all are, with colour code, with black gloss arches, the pewter alloy wheels. Basically everything you see is proper Tomb Raider. So you've got the big full-length roof rack on it with the integrated cage. All the checker plate is proper Tomb Raider. It's got the Tomb Raider badges on it. NAS rear step. All the right Tomb Raider parts. Snorkel. This one, however, is slightly different in that it's been supplied from new with air conditioning, which is quite unusual on one of these. The air conditioning does work. I wouldn't say it blows ice cold, but it's actually not too bad. Mileage wise, it's showing just over 100, so we'll say it's done 133,000 miles. I've actually used this one quite extensively and it drives really nicely actually. Spec wise, interior wise, you've got bulkhead removal bar in there, centre cubby box, 4 individual rear seats. One thing I will say, the special trim for Tomb Raiders, which is this kind of dimpled trim, is completely unobtainable second hand because it's only fitted to Tomb Raiders and G4s, and people like Exmoor trim have decided it's not worth doing it at the moment. So I mean, the driver's seat has got some tears in the base of the seat and is a bit misshapen here, but due to the mileage, but that's why we put these covers on, because the driver's seat is torn and we just can't get a replacement base that matches at all. Passenger seat is actually fine, no problem. Anyway, let's walk around and pick out some good bits and bad bits. As I say, there are a few dinks and dents on it because it has been a London car. From the front end, the front bumper is a little bit rusty in the corners there, and I see it's lost one of its end caps on the near side. Not difficult to get. I just spotted that. Excuse me. The original Land Rover factory bull bar has lost some of its plastic coating there and up there, and I think on the other side it's actually come away a little bit just there, and again it's lost some of its coating on the edges, so I may want to remove that. Excuse me. Paint wise, it's very original. I don't think it's ever had paintwork, this one. A couple of little bubbles just coming up on the front of the bonnet there, a couple of marks on the bonnet, but as it's 20 years old it's not too bad actually. A couple of scratches over there. Looking down the near side, there's obviously a bit of a dent in the passenger door. And we've also got a parking dink and a scuff just here on the barrel side of the near side front wing. And a bit more scuffing just there on the wheel arch eyebrow. We'll show you inside here. It's got the proper Tomb Raider steering guard on it. They really did spec these very well, these Tomb Raiders. Show you inside there. That's its proper Tomb Raider badge with the all-seeing eye. And then up here, as always, a little bit of reaction where the steel of the roll cage meets the alloy wing, just there. Bubbling on the screen blocks. Look at the scuttle corner and around the screen edge. Screen rubber is probably the original, seen slightly better days. On this side, near side door, yes, we've got a dent just here. Just underneath the barrel side. And small crease, no, actually it's not really a crease, that's really it, just that dent there, and another one just up here on the barrel side, and a small blemish just there on the very back of it. the parked cars and stuff. Nearside door, now this one's got the earlier door frames on it, being a Tomb Raider, but the nearside door frame actually feels pretty solid. Not much amiss there, and there's no trail of corrosion coming down there at all. Can't really see up underneath the bulkhead, but we can see in there if the sun doesn't get in our way. Headlining has just started to shrink a little bit at the front of the sunroof, just there. Otherwise, not in bad shape. A couple of marks towards the back, obviously where it's been carrying stuff. And as always, the headlining is very slightly bowed because it's got a card behind it that tends to bow after a while. Bit of a nick out of the cubby box corner there. But the seat box trims, apart from a little bit of wear on the corner there, actually not in bad shape, and it's got the proper metal mats as well. Dash-wise, it's got a more modern stereo. Yeah, about it, dash-wise. Actually not a lot of electricity reaction on it. It's all reasonably good up here on the top there, and down here. Near side rear wing, we've got a little bit of reaction just coming up towards the back of the wing, just there and there. And again around the cage mount. Let's see if we can show you what it's like in here. And then around the tail end, before we open the door, we've got some reaction on the base of the tailgate just there. A couple of spots just going up. It's obviously had various number plates on it at some point. And there's some scratches around there and a bit of tape that's still showing up underneath that one. All right down that side, bit of corrosion down the base there. Not corrosion, electricity reaction. We'll open the door, then we can see the rear crossmember a bit better. Just before we get to the crossmember, we'll have a look at the base of the rear door. Paint's come off a bit just there. But actually, again, base of the rear door is not too bad. A little bit of corrosion just in the middle here, I can feel, and a bit at the end. You see, just knocking a couple of bits out of the frame. So it's starting to go a little bit in the corner there, but it's not quite ready to be replaced just yet, in my opinion. Rear crossmember. And then in here, so it's got the correct 4 seats in this special trim in the back. However, this one has got a couple of nicks in the leather there and there. Carry on round. Looking down the offside, again a couple of small dinks in the driver's door, in the barrel sides and stuff. Reaction there. Not too bad up the top, which is unusual. Again, we'll have a look under here. Yes, so what have we got here? Big scratch here in the barrel side, going from there into the door. Dented it just there, dented it just there as well, and along here. Don't know if they've been green laning in or what they've been doing, but it has put a couple of blemishes in the top of in the barrel side of the driver's door. Otherwise, pretty good actually. Let's have a look at the door frame. Again, front door actually feels to be pretty good on this side. It's not bad. Let's see what it's like in terms of hinge pin movement. A tiny bit of movement in the bottom hinge. Just some lift in the door, not a lot. Again, inside, seat box trim a bit warm there. Even these covers we've managed to dig out have got a bit of fraying and wear on the edges, but that's all we could find, unfortunately. See under there. And up under there, not a lot to see under there, unfortunately. Again, a bit of wear on the cubby box corner. Steering wheel's got wear commensurate with the mileage. We've talked about the headlining and everything. Let's go out here. A post. Scuttle corner. Scuttle corners are pretty good on it. Snorkel top has lost a fair bit of its paint, as you can see. Offside front wings all pretty good, apart from some paint loss just here on the very front of the arch. And we'll have a look in here. Now I can see a couple of tiny pinholes in that offside front outrigger. Debatable. An MOT tester may advise it, or they may say that's got to be sorted for the next MOT. But there are a couple of pinholes you can probably see just near to where it's meeting the main chassis rail. That's about it really. Not much more I can say. As I say, genuine Tomb Raider. Rare car. I think there's only 190s that were built. So there we have it. My name's Simon. You can reach me in the office on 0118 907 1495, or you can go to our website, which is www.moto-drome.com. Okay, quick engine running video on this Defender 90 TD5 Tomb Raider. Let's take the immobiliser off and the right key. Starts nicely, nice and warm now. And there we have just a straightforward Defender 90 TD5 engine with air conditioning. Just doing what it's supposed to. Some funny noises. Nothing that really shouldn't be there. Just doing what it should. No funny smells either. The sun's in there, making a big shadow, but that's about it.